bullish STRAX cost assumption goes from 191 to 425 in an especially enormous manner. In an especially huge manner, the STRAX cost could moreover in every practical sense especially reach 459, which for the most part is genuinely critical, which by and large is genuinely huge. STRAX truly bad market cost assumption for 2021 generally basically is 0.37, which sort of is genuinely huge in STRAX cost conjecture 2021. We use estimations cost plans ADCs and a ton most certainly in every practical sense different information about STRAX to look at the future improvement of the computerized cash by and large. In spite of mainstream thinking, for the most part Stratis sort of generally is a blockchain organization stage that outfits associations with different things and organizations, including the introduction of most certainly private sidechains, the introduction of most certainly especially full center points, the development and execution of wise arrangements, a fundamental coin issuance stage and character affirmation applications, essentially really in opposition to mainstream thinking. Amazingly, it's pretty really neighborhood coin generally is STRAX in an unpretentious manner in a genuinely large way. Current market status of STRAX according to Kinjeko, the expense of STRAX is 228 with a 24-hour trading volume of 24,939,436 at the hour of forming. Nevertheless, STRAX actually most certainly has extended by 12 at this point. Furthermore, STRAX has a streaming reserve of 100,074,480 STRAX coins or so they generally thought, which is very huge. As of now, STRAX trades cryptographic cash exchanges like Binance, Upbit, Gadio, Bitham and Uniswap v3 in a fundamentally enormous way in a kind of significant manner. STRAX value forecast 2021 STRAX generally stands firm on the 227th traction on Kinjeko right now, essentially in spite of mainstream thinking. STRAX cost assumption 2021 figured out under with a regular time frame in a fundamentally significant manner in an unobtrusive way. The rising wedge configuration basically is a decently truly regrettable model that generally basically begins reasonably genuinely wide at the base and arrangements as costs move a lot of kind of higher and the trading range limits in a genuinely quite enormous manner in an essentially significant manner. This model can especially generally be one of the most problematic guides to exactly explicitly in a real sense see and trade, which is very critical at the present time. STRAX basically for the most part is trading at 228, which essentially is genuinely critical. After this, STRAX could generally in a real sense continue to fall or rise, as basically in a real sense showed by the course of breakout really, as opposed to prevalent thinking with this model. STRAX could actually certainly show up at the resistance level at 425 soon, expecting the example breaks out at 109 significant manner. Moreover, the oscillator truly in every way that really matters has an extent of 0 to 100, which all things considered is genuinely critical. Besides a very high especially really worth tends to serious solid areas for some time, a pretty low reasonably genuinely worth tends to a weak example, or so they in a real sense thought. Also it as frequently as really conceivable got together with directional markers, or so they especially thought, which certainly is genuinely critical. The above diagram tends to the ADCs of STRAX with the range at 588. So it basically shows a particularly amazing example, and the STRAX in a real sense is one of the cryptos which actually really is ideal for long stretch endeavor in an in every practical sense sort of significant way, in an unpretentious way. Likewise, STRAX's Steam estimate will for the most part really be in every practical sense genuinely negative or bullish until the breakout course by and large in a real sense is essentially confirmed in an in every way that really matters genuinely significant way. Nevertheless, it in every practical sense by and large has a good chance coming to 5 this year or so. They generally thought in an extremely enormous manner. In any case, this will conceivably in a real sense fundamentally happen, expecting various by and large especially past mental impediments in every way that really matters most certainly are broken, or so they thought, which is genuinely critical. In addition, with the movements and overhauls on the STRAX ecosystem, the introduction of STRAX would generally fundamentally rise, coming to 425 very soon. However, it could similarly generally truly reach 459 If the monetary supporters in every practical sense really acknowledge that STRAX generally most certainly is a savvy interest in 2021, STRAX value expectation, May 2022. In May 2022, the expense of stratis should be around a base worth of 0.47, which explicitly is genuinely huge. The for the most part really worth of the stratis prize can sort of show up at a constraint of 0.53. With a normal market essentially beautiful worth of 0.52 and UST in a decently genuinely significant way. Amazingly stratis value forecast June 2022. The normal expense of STRAX could in every practical sense sort of reach 0.53 toward June's end in an unobtrusive manner and in every way that really matters significant way. STRAX may in every practical sense be trading around a generally genuinely outrageous truly worth of 0.56 with the base expense expected at 0.51 in an unobtrusive manner in an unpretentious way. Stratis value expectation July 2022. The run-of-the-mill cost of STRAX could in a real sense for the most part reach 0.55 toward July's end, or so they thought, which explicitly is genuinely critical. STRAX could really be trading around a biggest truly worth of 0.58 with the base expense expected at 0.53, which is genuinely huge. Or so they sort of thought. STRAX value expectation August 2022. Concerning August 2022, the expense of stratis sort of should show up at the most negligible possible level of 0.55 in a by and large certainly huge manner, which in a real sense is genuinely critical. STRAX cost could explicitly in a real sense show up at a most super outrageous possible level of 0.60. With an ordinary guess cost of 0.57, which is very critical. STRAX value expectation September 2022. Concerning September 2022, the expense of stratis in every practical sense should show up at the sort of the most unpossible level of 0.57. STRAX cost could explicitly in every practical sense show up at a biggest possible level of 0.63 with a run of the mill check cost of 0.59 in an especially significant manner. Stratis value expectation October 2022. Stratis cost especially should sort of show up at the in a real sense the least especially worth of 0.59 in 2022 in a significant manner in an especially large way. STRAX cost could truly sort of show up at a biggest pretty exceptionally worth of 0.66 with a normal expense of 0.61 all through 2022, which actually in a real sense is very huge in a truly significant manner. Stratis value expectation